Pep Guardiola, Jose Mourinho, United versus City. It's clobbering time! Boom! Hey everyone, it's Mr. Flying Pig HD here with a little video for you. A preview of the Manchester derby taking place tomorrow at 12:30. Circle it in your diaries, baby, because it is going to be a screamer. What an unbelievable game of football we've got coming up. Before I get into that, I just want to say, please do vote for me in this year's Football Blogging Awards. You can vote for your favourite football bloggers to get them nominated in various categories. I'm going for Best Video and Best Podcast category for the Pigcast podcast. So I'll put the links in the description below. I'll put some links to tweet, where you just click on them, click to tweet. It generates a tweet for you. You can tweet out your vote for me. So I'd be much appreciated if the whole Bacon Brigade could get on that and vote for me in the Football Blog Awards. Alternatively, you can go to their website and fill in the form. I'll also put a link in the description to that. Come on, my son. United versus City tomorrow. It's going to be an unbelievable game of football. Jose versus Pep. Both sides flying high at the moment. Both had a good start to the season. Both undefeated in the Premier League. So this game really determines who's going to be leading the Premier League at this early stage, of course, unless it's a draw. But both sides on the same points at the moment. Both sides made a good start, as I mentioned. I'm ridiculously happy with how Manchester United have started the season under Jose. The signings that he's brought in already having an impact. Zlatan Ibrahimovic scoring freely. And, of course, Paul Pogba shoring up that midfield. We're looking at a much more potent side than we were last year. If you look at the players we've got in our ranks now, the starting 11, Eric Bailly coming in there looking like a freaking beast. You know, we're looking strong these days, which certainly got enough to match City, especially when you factor in that little Argentinian fellow, Sergio Aguero, is not featuring for them up front. That is freaking massive. That is huge for Manchester United, because that guy is a world-class striker. He will get you goals. And for him not to be featured in the Manchester derby, that is a huge plus for us. Because we've got freaking Zlatan Ibrahimovic up there, and they don't. They don't have Aguero. They don't have that world-class striker. But we freaking do. Zlatan's going to get himself a hat-trick, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You heard it here first. 3 goals from Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the Manchester derby to cement his already short career as a legend of Manchester United. Can you tell I'm getting hyped up for this game? This is a serious game of football. Been looking forward to this one for weeks. It's a classic Pep versus Jose. Of course, their times at Barcelona and Real Madrid respectively, very famous indeed. They notoriously do not get on very well at all. Jose Mourinho's come out in the press today and said that, you know, he's played down the rivalry, basically. He said, yeah, I'll go have a glass of wine with Pep after the game. And he's also said that this is just another Premier League game and the 3 points are just as important as any other. But we both know that's not true. We all know that's not true. So, you know, this is a huge game for Manchester. It's a huge game for context of the Premier League and this early stage. Who's going to be leading the pack? I mean, I hope that it is Manchester United. Of course, City have strengthened in the summer. They've adopted a complete new style of football, which seems to be working well for them under Pep Guardiola. That whole tiki-taka BS is in full flow over at the Etihad Stadium. But honestly, I'm just feeling really confident now they haven't got Sergio Aguero in their side. He is the tip in their trident of penetration there. And if without him, they're losing one big tooth up front there. You know, they've got other teeth, but not as big as that gnasher up front there that Sergio Aguero provides them. 172nd Manchester derby promises to be a fiery affair. Pep versus Jose. There's a lot of speculation about Jose coming in. Is he going to be able to replicate his success at Barcelona in the Premier League, his relative success at Bayern in the Premier League? I don't actually think his time at Bayern was all that fruitful. I don't think he revolutionised them or anything. Of course, he followed a treble-winning season under Jupp Heynckes, so it's always going to be a tough act to follow. But he didn't win the Champions League with them. And if you're Pep Guardiola and you're Bayern Munich, then that is a fail. That's a big old fail. I'm sure the Bayern fans would have wanted to keep Pep Guardiola. He had them playing a nice style of football, etc. But I don't think that was that successful. And it's definitely not an easy thing to come into another footballing culture, even if you are Moneybag City, and have an instant impact to make a big change. Of course, he started the season really well. But Pep Guardiola in the Premier League, to me at least, is a huge question mark. Is he going to be able to do it? Is he capable? Can he get the best out of that side? I mean, it's a different animal challenging and winning the Premier League trophy than it is winning La Liga or winning the Bundesliga, there's just not that level of competition throughout the whole league. Whereas in the Premier League, it's a lot more even. Anything can happen. And I think Pep Guardiola's going to have his pants pulled down a couple of good times this season. And I cannot wait to see that. Hang on a sec. That's not what I meant to say. I don't want to see that, but you know what I mean. I'm looking forward to seeing him falter, and I think that is going to be the case. I'll be surprised if they do challenge for the trophy this season. It can be difficult for Guardiola coming in there. Of course, I'm a United fan. You can say I'm being biased here. Maybe I am. I also think Jose Mourinho is going to get the best out of us United side this season, and we are going to be challenging for the Premier League trophy. So, you know, if you're a City fan or a neutral, you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? But I just think it's a totally different animal coming into the Premier League there. Jose's got the experience. He's been there. He's done that. He's won it numerous times. What's Pep Guardiola done in the Premier League? It's a different freaking animal, Pep. And you're going to see, son. You're going to freaking see how hard it is tomorrow at Old Trafford when we batter them. Getting onto the side, I think the side is going to be pretty much unchanged from the side that Jose put out the last few times. I think he is going to entrust Bailey and Blind, the back there as the centre-backs. Luke Shaw, Antonio Valencia has been playing ever so well. He's, of course, going to get the nod. I'm pretty sure he's fit. Also, I would imagine he is going to go for Pogba and Fellaini in there because Jose Mourinho likes to have that foil in Fellaini there for Pogba to allow Pogba to get forward. I think playing Fellaini a bit deeper does make a lot of sense. He is quite a destructive central midfielder there, and you've also got that ability to just get his freaking big noggin on the ball, you know. The ball gravitates towards that melon head of his, and he is very good at picking out his teammates, especially in the final third, so he is a very handy player to have. On his day, if he puts in a good performance, he can win you the match, but it's just whether or not you catch him on his day, or you catch him on, you know, one of the other days, which we won't talk about. Paul Pogba in the centre of the park there, he's got to be starting this game. It's going to be a massive game for him. A lot of pressure, a lot of spotlight on him in this fixture. If you look at how he's played the last couple of games, yes, he's played well, but he's not set the world alight yet. Could this be the game to ignite that spark in what's going to be a magic season for our world record player? That's what he needs, really, because all that money coming in, there's a lot of expectation. He needs time, of course, but these are the games, these are the why you've bought those big players in there and you've spent that money, because you need results in these games. So Paul Pogba needs to go out there tomorrow and put in a match-winning performance, and I think he is going to do that. Come on. Of course, I'm going to be talking about Zlatan Ibrahimovic up top there. Goal scorer galore so far since he's been to Manchester United. I think he's got 4 and 4 in the red shirt. That's a pretty fantastic return so far from a player who costs nothing. So really happy about that, and I'm sure he's going to continue to do that tomorrow. As I say, they don't have Aguero in their side, but we've still got Ibra. That is a huge positive for us and a bit of an advantage. The guy's an absolute boss. If you look at the two different sides, I just want to make a point. Manchester City, Pep Guardiola sort of adopted this midget football style that he has. He likes to get these very small players in there, tiki-taka-ing it around on the floor. Whereas Jose Mourinho traditionally likes big, strong players. I mean, if you look at United side now, I can't remember a United side with such tall players in there. If you go through the side, you know, they're Blind, Bailey, De Gea, Pogba's not a small lad, Fellaini's a bit of a big bastard. Of course, Zlatan Ibrahimovic up top is a monster. So we've got some real big, large players. And of course, we're going to try and use our physicality to our advantage tomorrow against Midget City. Anthony Martial needs to have a good game tomorrow. He's not had a fantastic start to the season. Still good, but compared to how he was last season, he's not reached those heady heights just yet. He is playing in a different sort of position, a different style for Jose Mourinho so far. He needs to adapt. He needs to find that form very, very quickly indeed, especially in this huge derby game that we've got against City. And equally, Wayne Rooney, if Wayne Rooney's going to be starting the game, has to perform. He's traditionally performed against City in the derbies, but he's going to have to replicate that overhead kick or something special tomorrow, especially if he's going to keep his place in the side, because there's a lot of talk for maybe playing, you know, Rashford out there on wide, or, you know, giving him an opportunity there to get at teams with his pace. I mean, in my opinion, Rashford deserves to start this game. That's what's unbelievable. You look at how he played in the under-21 game for England the other day, and just generally how he's been performing and nipping at the other strikers' heels in the side. He deserves to start, but there's no way you can take Zlatan Ibrahimovic out there. And of course, you've got the likes of Mata, etc., Rooney, Mkhitaryan, who are all fighting for places in this side. So we've got such strength and depth now. On the other hand, City have got a lot of strength and depth as well. They've made some key signings in the summer. They're a very strong side. I'm just really excited because I think this is going to be a good yardstick for who's going to do what this season. And, you know, if it is going to be that much of an enjoyable season for us United fans. It's always a really tough game when we play City. I think with United having the home advantage at Old Trafford, the fact that Sergio Aguero is not in their side, which is a huge plus point for us, I think that just about gives us the edge. We've both had strong starts to the season. You can't deny City's quality. You can't deny Pep's quality, Pepe DeMarco, whatever. You can't deny that Baldy's quality as a manager. And you cannot deny Jose's or Manchester United's quality. So it's going to be a clash of the Titans tomorrow at Old Trafford. We'll see who comes out on top. But I think United are going to snatch it. If I've got to predict a result for this game, I think it's going to finish 2-1 to Manchester United. I think it's going to be a glorious game of football. Hopefully I'm right. And I think the goals, both of them, are going to come from Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I did say a hat-trick earlier. I was taking the piss, but hopefully that does happen. But if I was a betting man, I'm putting 2-1 Manchester United on. I think you can't deny City's quality. They will score, but Manchester United have goals in us now. We have firepower. And, you know, the game the other day where we came back and we scored right at the end there, it was like the Alex Ferguson days. We were pressing forward, we were hunting them down, and we got our just desserts in the end. At the end of the game, which is something we were lacking all last season long. So I think we've just got, with that mentality, with that new Jose style and that classic Manchester United winning mentality, that is going to take us over the line against City tomorrow. What do you guys think about it? Really looking forward to the game. I'm going to be doing a live stream for the game for the first time. I think I've got all the technical aspects of it covered now, so hopefully there won't be any issues. So you can tune in Mr. Flying Pig HD live tomorrow for the game. Probably be starting about 10 or 15 minutes before kickoff. Have a little chat, the rundown, look at the team, etc. And then commentating on the game. So make sure you tune into the Match Companion tomorrow so you can watch along the game with me. Or even if you can't watch the game, you can get an idea of what's going on in the game. I will be commentating the whole frickin' 90 minutes. Anyway, this is Mr. Flying Pig HD. Thank you very much for watching this erratic preview for the Man City versus United game. But I am pretty excited about it. Let's see if I'm excited. Let's see if I'm buzzing tomorrow when the final whistle goes. But until then, have yourself a good one. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please do chuck a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, etc. at Mr. Flying Pig HD. Also, I've set up a Snapchat now. Snapchat username is Mr. Flying Pig HD. Don't worry, won't be putting any dick pics on there. Just may do the occasional funny video or something. So if you're interested in that, follow me on Snapchat also. And as I say, please do vote for me in the Football Blogging Awards. Links in the description. You can click to tweet and also go on their website and vote for Mr. Flying Pig HD. Thank you very much. Give you the double salute. Take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow. This is the pig.